Good morning, happy campers. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Dave Keefe. This is ABL Reselling. And man, am I glad that today's boot sale is indoors because it's bloody awful out there. It's absolutely hammering it down and it's blowing a gale. Just a typical January in England, really. Off over to Accrington today. Been over there several times before. Last time I went over, it was actually a really good result as well. It seems to have picked up a bit of momentum as far as the size goes. So quick stop for coffee and cash and let's get over there. Definitely no trolley today. All this stuff would be wet by the time I got back to the car. Do you want that, lovely?
Pound.
I'll take it.
Can you bring everything over here?
Is that the same?
Sorry?
Is that one the same?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, cheers.
Leaving me on the own. Oh no, probably not there. Trying to buy.
What's this? Is this an extra?
Machine.
How much is that?
60.
Extra what?
How it was? Pardon?
How it was?
All right, yeah. Yeah, no worries. Am I having a look in there? Thank you.
It's an old one.
I like it, isn't it?
As you can see, it's never been used because it still has the thing on it.
Yeah. How much have you got on it?
What would you give me for it?
No,
Sold for quite a lot on eBay.
fiver?
Bored from eBay. No.
What are you thinking? Take 10 then. Meet me halfway?
Come on then.
Thank you very much. Very kind. Just the cheeky smile I did it, wasn't
You're not be able to get it off your box now.
You read my mind. You read my mind. No, it's alright, I've got one, thanks. Yeah. Maybe £5 note.
Yeah.
Melting.
Great, that look, thank you. Do you want to leave it here and pick it up on the way back?
No, it's alright, I'll chuck it in bag, thank you.
Thank you.
That's great, thank you very much.
That's it.
What have you got on them, boss?
15. Brand new.
Would you go to 10 on them?
Go on then.
Thank you, mate. Cheers, boss, thank you.
Thank you.
Didn't realise I'd made a board game about my ex-wife. What have you got on your Roberts radio, pal?
Both of them. That one's 20.
Yeah.
The other one's 30.
No worries.
Did you say 10?
I'm not really that one.
shoes, though?
They're military shoes, so brand new, so £3.
£3. Yeah, I'll do £3.
So they're military parade shoes. See them ones? That's what they start like. That's
Oh, yeah,
what you get them like.
Yeah. I hated bowling boots. Hated it.
These are good because we don't issue them anymore. So if you know any girls who are still serving or in the cadets lounge, then they're really
Yeah. Thank you very much. Cheers, lovely.
Thank you so much. You take care.
What size are they?
These are all Keeffe 60, 7.
What about these ones as well?
Yeah, same £2.
£2, that's 6, yeah?
Yeah.
Sorry, mate.
Somebody's just taken all the green stuff, so it's all gone pretty much. It's all got left.
What have you got on your vest?
Sorry?
What have you got on your vest?
Just £1 each on there, so
Yeah, no worries. £3 again.
got military issue bag as well if you want it.
No, good, thanks. There you go, Chuck. Thank you.
Perfect, thank you very much. Take care. What did you spend on for dresses?
Well, be quick then, because we look to be missing a bargain. Wait, come on. Come on, go.
£2 each. I'll take that one. I was missing an end cap. I've got some change.
Have you got change?
I've got change, yeah. I'm only having the one, lovely.
Alright.
Yeah, cheers, thank you.
Thanks.
How much are your boots?
The 10 knows, £10. Size 5 for you.
Yeah.
Brand new.
How about the gloves?
The gloves, £2.
And the jacket?
15.
25, 29.
Yeah.
29. Brain's not working. Would you take 25?
Go on then.
Thank you. Let's go that, cheers.
Alright, thanks for that.
Thank you.
Camera drone that.
Oh, lovely. I just fancy the drone, you know, but the ones that are any cop are really expensive, aren't
They are, they're really expensive, yeah.
they? Is this you on here as well, is it? Is this you as well, is it?
Sorry?
Is this you as well, is it?
Yeah.
How much are your
That's
suit?
a set that.
Yeah.
£40.
40. It's nice, but it's small. Size 12. Could do 30.
Sorry?
Could do 30.
35.
Yeah, go on.
Great.
It twisted me arm.
They're heavy stuff, aren't they?
Yeah. You know, I normally bring a trolley. I'm regretting not doing now.
Probably didn't expect this this morning.
I'll see, yeah.
That's it. Out the back. There you go.
That's it. Thank you very
All right,
much.
thanks for
Have a
that.
good day.
Thanks a lot.
You'll be off home soon at this rate, won't you?
Okay, now.
I am, yeah. How much is that, fella? £4. Yeah.
Oh, let me walk.
I'll not pinch your anger.
Pardon? Oh, thank you. No, you don't
Smash it. No, no, no.
That's something to... There you go. How's that?
That's great. Cheers.
How you doing, Dave? You alright?
Not too bad, man. How are you? Happy New Year and all that. How much is your fireside set?
We're 15 on that.
Or a pound on there.
Can't leave those at £1.
Thank you.
How much are your remotes, mate?
Pardon?
How much are the remotes?
Quid each.
Yeah, we could do those two. Yeah, we just got two. There you go, mate.
Thank you.
Lucky, should have checked, Dave. Should have checked. Lucky boy. Well, that was miles better. Much better than Runcorn last week. So we're going to get everything home now and take you through what I picked up, which was, relatively speaking, a decent amount today. And let you know how much it's getting listed for. And I think it stopped raining. Catch you in a bit. Now, today is a day where I'm feeling back in the boot sale game. Absolutely smashed it, relatively speaking, for January over at Accrington. Total spent today was £98.50, and for that I got 18 pickups. Let's dive into it then and see what kind of good stuff Accrington has given me. Certainly more than the 3 pickups I got last week. Some really big hitters as well. First out of the gate, this really nice 2-piece women's motorcycle suit from Buffalo. Buffalo, a well-known, well-recognised brand. No armour in this. This is more of sort of like a cruiser style suit, more traditional style. It looks absolutely immaculate as well. It's got a back armour in the jacket, but the shoulder and elbow are padded, as is the style with this kind of jacket. Fully lined, doesn't look like it's done many miles, if any, really, this suit. It's certainly been well looked after. Listing value on this suit, £80. Great time of year to be listing this kind of stuff as well, because believe me when I tell you this, there's a lot of bikers out there who only like riding in fairer weather, who are itching to get back out on the road. There's a few items from that same seller actually, and the next is these pair of size 5 Spada motorcycle boots, brand spanking new. These haven't been worn, might have been tried on, but that's about it. Again, in keeping with the cruiser style clothing. Actually, looking at the tag, it's a 37, which may be a size 4. Not to worry though, there's plenty of meat on the bone on these. Paid a tenner for them, I want to say. She wanted 15, but I paid 10. I'm pretty sure that's right. Listing value on these, £45. Spada is a great brand for motorcycle gear. That's S-P-A-D-A. 2 pairs of motorcycle gloves. That's a pretty generic brand, Moto something or other. They've got the carbon fibre armour on. Not done too many miles, I'm sure. Going to put a listing value of £15 each on those. And last from that seller, this really nice leather jacket. There are some tasty comps for this specific jacket on eBay, both the red one and the blue one in this style. Again, Heingerich, great brand of clothing. Full armour in this one, elbows, shoulder and back. All the zips are in good order. That's one thing you really need to pay close attention to when you're looking at motorcycle gear, is zips, because it's costly to get them replaced. So if the zips are in good order and there's no nasty tears or scratches, even if it looks a bit tatty, people don't mind that. Bikers don't mind that at all. They do mind rips and they do mind knackered zips, obviously. I think I gave the lady 20 quid for this jacket, and the listing value I'm going to put on it is £70. There are a couple of, in fact there's quite a few listings that are higher value than that, but they seem to be in better cosmetic condition, so I'm going to hedge my bets on that one at £70. Now I'm assuming this lady was ex-military herself. I'm going to say Navy possibly. These women's parade shoes are absolutely brand spanking new in the box. I have sold, you may well have seen on the video just recently that picked up from Bolton Boot Sale, a few pairs of men's army parade shoes. I paid I think a £10 each for those, and they all all went for around about £35 mark, I think it was. They're all sold now. I think it was 4 or 5 pairs. Not too dissimilar at listing value on these. Paid very, very little. I want to say a £5, but I have written it all down, I promise. Listing value on these, £28. Now, these were a surprise. Generally speaking, I won't pick up safety shoes because I've never really found any margin in them, particularly the used ones. These are brand spanking new Apache steel toe cap trainers. Gentleman originally wanted £15. He accepted an offer of 10. I did check comps before I asked a question on these. They just look cool, and the fact that the brand spanking new in the box helps as well. The reason I checked is I am familiar with a lot of safety footwear brands, but Apache was a new one on my radar, so I did check comps on it. Glad I did, because the listing value on those is £40. Retro quad skates have always been excellent news for me, particularly this style. These particular ones are by Rookie. I've sold a couple of pairs of this specific brand before. I really did nearly leave these only because of the size. They're a size 2. I think it's either 2 or 2.5. Yep, UK size 2, so it's smaller than I would like to pick up. I don't do kids clothing or footwear because I've never really found significant value, but I couldn't turn my nose up at these because the lady said she only wanted £1, so of course I took them. If this was an adult size of this skate, you're probably looking at £30 to £40 as a listing value, so well worth watching out for. Because this is a kid size, very, very small, I'm going to put a listing value on these of £15. Now, this brass light, it's brand new without its box. The reason I looked at it is because I've recently bought a couple of wall lights for myself, and they are really expensive. Not this style, but just wall lights generally. Brass stuff usually sells quite well anyway across the board. I didn't actually check comps on these. It just shouted out to me. It was only £2. There was another one there, but it was missing one of the end caps. But I did see a little bit later on another couple on another stand that I'm kicking myself in pick up now, or at least ask about. I can't, even though this looks in pristine condition, I can't really in all good conscience sell it as brand new because it hasn't got the screws with it. And for it to look proper, you would need brass screws, which would have been a selling point to a potential buyer. Like I say though, aside from that, in mint condition, paid £2 for this and a listing value £25. From the same seller as the parade shoes, these are thermal underwear. We've got 3 different sets actually. We've got drawers, thermal underwear, olive, thermal trousers. We've got vest, thermal underwear, olive, and lastly a hood over in olive. Why the army doesn't clash, I don't know. Maybe just go for an electric purple, maybe a turquoise, just mix things up a bit. I think the uniforms will look great, but hey, there you go. Moving swiftly on, Dave. The underwear, because it's brand spanking out, I wouldn't have picked this up if it was used because I know what happens in them when they get used from very personal experience. Listing value on those, £12 each. Possibly a long tail item there. There is quite a bit of competition on eBay at the minute, so they're going to be hanging around for a while, but they're not going to take up much room, and I paid £1 a piece for them. But the head cover, because I'm a big girl's blouse these days, I'm going to keep that for myself for when I'm out on my motorbike. Now this was a very, very, very good find. I won't take it out because I took it out on the video. This is a brand spanking new instant camera. This is the Polaroid Sun 640. A few comps for the 600 and the 660, all used. I've not been able to find a new one. This one's new with tags, obviously old stock. It's a very, very old bit of tech now. Of the 660s and the 600s, the comps are around about the £40 to £45 mark, but because this one's brand spanking new, I'm going to put a listing value of £60 on it. May have to trim that up a bit as time moves on just to move it along, but I think the fact that it's new is going to help that higher premium. I always like looking at barber gear because it's good quality. It's heavily faked, but something like this is not going to get faked at all. This is a Barber warm pile waistcoat. Lovely faux fur lined waistcoat. Nice bit of country wear. Haven't come across one of these before, and then to be honest with you, I think it looks pretty ugly, but it's certainly going to be fit for purpose. Only paid £4 for it, and it's going to have a listing value of £30. The comps for this specific waistcoat are between 25 and 35, so I'm just going to split the difference and go down the middle. My love of old film cameras is well documented, and I've got a couple of absolute gems here. Paid £1 each for these. The first is an Olympus Shoot and Go R, and the second is an Olympus AM100. Now, when I'm buying these in the past, I just function test them with batteries, make sure the flash is firing, make sure the motor is working, and the lenses and the viewfinder is clear. And also the inside, good point to note when you're looking at this type of camera, inside you'll see there's a foam seal around the little window. Make sure that's not degraded, because that will let light in and it will affect the film inside. So when you're taking pictures of 35mm cameras, make sure you picture the seal around the little window, because people want to know that that's complete and in good order for that reason. I suppose it can be repaired, but nobody wants that hassle when there's alternatives of cameras in good condition. So make sure you take a picture of that if you're listing these. Like I say, just pay just £1 for these cameras, and the Shoot and Go R will be listed for £50, and the Olympus AM100 £45. Really good return there. Cameras are good news. Be checking your comps all the time for them though. And last, probably autopilot pickup really. I should not have picked these up without checking comps. Silly boy. Should have done my due diligence. Some remotes are great news, particularly the main brand ones, the LGs, the Sonys, so on and so forth. There can be really good money to be made on them, because they're very often virtually given away. Paid £1 a piece for these, which is kind of what I'm assuming I'll be paying for remotes generally at boot sales. I have got 25, 30, even £50 for remotes in the past, depending on what they're for. But I have shot myself in the foot on this instance. Paid £1 each for them, like I say, and the listing value is going to be £6 or £7 each. I'll say £6 each for the video. Now we are talking anyway. That's certainly made up for the pretty abysmal performance at last week's boot sale, where I only picked up 3 items. Never a fail though, because it's all training, getting out of bed to get out there and prep myself for the proper launch of boot sale season, which is nearly upon us. Some of my bigger local boot sales are starting opening from next month, and of course I'll be all over those. Now I know it's a bit dark at the Accrington boot sale, but if you did spot anything that I missed as I've been going around, let me know in the comments as always. Before you go, my lovelies, if I can trouble you to give this video a thumbs up, it really helps the channel and it makes me very happy. It makes me feel like I'm doing something worthwhile. And if you're not already, subscribe, hit the bell, all that good stuff, and you'll get notifications of next time I post a video up. Until next time, my dear friends, thank you very much indeed for watching. I've been Dave Keeffe, you've been amazing. See you soon.